The main character reflects on someone from his past life, Ko Eikou, the first person he formed a bond with after enlisting in the army. This memory triggers as he finds himself once again back at the training camp. The camp is chaotic. A commotion breaks out. Some rowdy soldiers mockingly demand tribute from the new recruit. One of them kicks the protagonist and sneers, asking if he thinks a rookie can eat without offering his dinner to his seniors. He explains that it's a tradition for new recruits to surrender their meals, and refusing it could earn a beating. Another soldier throws a potato and mocks the ridiculous pecking order. Since the protagonist is the newest, he asks if that means the second newest should give up their meal to him. The room tenses up. The first soldier is enraged, ready to punch him for his insolence. He throws the potato at him in frustration. But the second soldier quickly closes the distance, tells him to take it and eat, if he still has any teeth left. A flurry of punches follows. The troublemaker is knocked to the ground. The attacker tells him to come back for more if he wants his teeth knocked out completely. The others retreat. The protagonist warns him he shouldn't have interfered. In response, the helpful soldier throws him a potato and says that if he wants to survive, he better eat. That's how they met. He introduces himself as Ko Yowei, the main character's direct senior. The protagonist thinks of him as more than a comrade, a sworn brother. When asked his name, he begins to reply. Then, during a desperate moment on the battlefield, Ko Yowei yells his name, Shuji. A blood demon appears. His name is Ko Koufu. Yowei shouts for him to let go of Shuji or he'll shoot a flare. Shuji pleads with him to run, but Yowei doesn't back down. The demon relents, releasing Shuji, asking if this is what they wanted. But there's malice in his words. Yowei yells in anger. Shuji tells him to stop and calls his name Eikou. Ko Koufu mocks them. He says he doesn't plan to kill them yet and proposes a deal. If they bring him an herb that can heal his internal wounds, he will grant them strength to survive. They hesitate, but both know they have no choice. They accept the offer. Ko Koufu turns his back and explains what awaits. He speaks of beings known as unrestrained demons, souls of humans consumed by tigers and corrupted into demonic entities. These corrupted souls are used to elevate their master's spiritual rank. He claims his own technique is built on this principle. It absorbs the grudges of the dead to raise one's spiritual rank. The technique is called the art of the unrestrained demon. It has 3 stages, the compression stage, the tempering stage, and the transcendence stage, each with 10 levels. At the compression stage, one can emit demonic energy like steam. At the tempering stage, the blood transforms into deadly poison. The release of demonic energy at this stage appears as if blood is spurting out. Ko Koufu says he advanced 4 levels into the transcendence stage. At that point, the notions of good, evil, and even being demonic lost all meaning to him. He urges them to carve his teachings into their hearts. If they want to change their destiny, they must go to the battlefield and slaughter endlessly. In the midst of that violent future, Shuji and Eikou scream their vow they will survive, no matter what. Ko Koufu presents their final task. The next herb they must fetch is the 100-year snow ginseng. Shuji confidently agrees, but Yowei interrupts. He admits that it's beyond their current capabilities and requests that Koufu help open their Ren and Du meridians using the herbs they already have. Ko Koufu is surprised, but eventually agrees. Yowei tells Shuji to go first. Shuji resists, but Yowei insists. While Shuji opens his meridians, Yowei will gather more herbs. Then they'll switch roles. Going second is the harder job, he says. They fist bump, agreeing to the plan. Later, Shuji limps back after a long battle, his feet bloodied, but satisfied. He's collected all the herbs and tells himself everything will be okay for his brother and their master. Then he freezes. Something is wrong. Ko Koufu is lying dead. Yowei, now injured, quietly greets him. Shuji, stunned, calls out his name in disbelief. Yowei tells him not to make a fuss. He explains that they already knew Koufu never intended to let them live. So they made the first move. Shuji realizes the truth. Kofu's meridian points are destroyed, and his demonic energy is gone. Yowei planned a mutual kill from the start. Yowei, trying to ease the pain, tells Shuji not to cry. Killing a half-dead old man wasn't a big deal. Then, with a more serious tone, he asks if Shuji knows why he let him live. Shuji doesn't answer. Yowei says it's because Shuji was a warrior in the Tiger Enforcement Bureau. Yowei reveals he is the last surviving member of the destroyed Tiger Pit sect. Shuji once spoke fondly of that sect. He praised its leader and his wife as good people. That was the first time anyone had spoken kindly about Yowei's parents. That's when Yowei began to see Shuji as family. He says he's truly glad they met. Then asks Shuji, if he ever gets the chance, to avenge him. Shuji makes a vow. In this life, he will make sure that grudge never has to exist. He recalls how he already prevented the destruction of the Tiger Enforcement Bureau and their financial collapse. Maybe the future has already begun to change. But it's not enough. He arrives at a quiet place and confirms if this is the Tiger Pit sect. He stops a local boy and tries to confirm the names. Ko Jinan is the sect leader, Shajin is his wife. The boy agrees. Shuji then asks if their son is named Ko Eikou. The boy instantly replies that's wrong. Shuji is stunned. Did going back in time change reality? He double-checks everything else. All of it matches his previous life. But this detail, it's off. What is going on? He grabs the boy and demands the truth. If he goes to the sect and finds Ko Eikou there, then what? The boy quickly changes his tone and says of course she's there. Shuji is confused. That's not what the boy said earlier. The boy clarifies. Shuji had asked if the sect leaders had a son named Ko Eikou. The boy insists the Tiger Pit sect has no sons, only a daughter. He yells that Lady Ko Eikou is a woman. Shuji is left stunned, his mind spiraling as he pictures her, a beautiful young woman. Everything he thought he knew has just changed.